That breaking news, a judge has resentenced the Menendez brothers to 50 years to life with the possibility of parole. Thank you for joining us on this busy Tuesday evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt. Eric and Lyle have served about 35 years behind bars for the 1989 murders of their parents. They are currently at Donovan Correctional Facility in Otay Mesa. Video from 30 minutes ago shows their attorney Mark Garagos and family walking out of the LA courtroom after the ruling, the family hugging and emotional as they talk to reporters.
Hey. From the family, Mark Garagos, Cliff Gardner.
You're going to call me in 3 minutes.
Thank you so much. You have brought hope to this family that we didn't see coming.
I don't think he, who does nothing but post-conviction work, or me, who I hate doing post-conviction work, ever thought 2 years later we'd be standing here after 35 years with this wonderful family who I've grown to love like my own family. And now we see the pot at the end of the rainbow, so to speak, or their freedom.
ABC 10 News reporter Austin Grabish has been covering this case extensively. He's been in LA for the resentencing hearing all day, joining us now with this major development. Austin.
Good evening, Kimberly. This shaped up to be a very dramatic day with the judge making his decision after hearing several witnesses testify today. And as you said, the judge has ruled that the Menendez brothers are being resentenced to 50 years to life, potentially granting them freedom. That's because he has ruled they are eligible for parole immediately. Now, the judge and the courtroom heard from several witnesses today, including several relatives of Eric and Lyle Menendez, who spoke in favor of their release. The judge said he was blown away by how the men have rehabilitated themselves in prison over the years, but he also said he could not ignore how heinous the crimes were that they committed, keeping in mind they used shotguns from a store in San Diego to murder their parents in 1989. He said ultimately the decision will now go before the parole board and the governor to decide if the brothers should be free. I can tell you that when he made this decision, there was just such excitement from family members. Keep in mind, the judge could have decided to leave their sentence alone and keep them behind bars. Now they have a chance at freedom that family members tell me they never thought they would see. Now, a few minutes ago, Kimberly, I did try to speak to Eric's wife. She's been married to him for many years and was out here with her daughter. She had no comment, but I can tell you I did speak to Eric and Lyle's cousin Diane this morning, and she told me she had one word if the brothers were to be released, and she said, Kimberly, that would be a miracle. Reporting live in Los Angeles, Austin Grabish, ABC 10 News.
And Austin, you've been there all day. Your perspective of what has happened in LA, the tension in that courtroom, the emotion in that courtroom, certainly overwhelming for sure.
Absolutely, Kimberly. This was turning into a real nail-biter. In fact, at 4:45, we were still in the courtroom. I had to run out a couple of times, and we weren't sure if the judge was going to give his decision today or not. He actually had said earlier on in the day when talking to a witness that all of this might be done today, and several reporters, including myself in the courtroom, thought that he might have misspoke because this was supposed to be a 2-day sentencing rehearing, and originally last month, the brothers' attorney told us he had planned to call as many as 20 witnesses to the stand. Today we heard from a handful of witnesses, and they were grilled by the DA who opposed the brothers' release, arguing they have not fully acknowledged their crimes and the lies they've told over the years. But ultimately, Kimberly, the judge ruled that their acknowledgement of their crimes is not what he has to fully consider under California law. Rather, it is if they are a risk, a strike risk, in fact, and he determined they are not.
So interesting now at the parole board. Thank you, Austin Grabish, for all of your reporting, not only today, but in the weeks and the years prior to this. We appreciate your live update now from LA as well.